So this is not about Corey anymore. Like,
Sharkbait. I told her
not
that
about Corey anymore.
she was in there earlier. I told her that she was stupid for continue having him around, and it was after she played me the recordings and read the messages. This was all before she had her live, so he did what he did.
Why are they still trying to make it about you? It's not about
Sasha,
you.
multiple people knew about this. Multiple people knew about this, Sasha, and he was convincing people that I was lying. It is being brought up again because apparently he has done this to another female in the last couple months. So, like, people are believing me. I came out about it a year ago. Corey believed me, but Corey couldn't tell people any more than I could because people were believing Tommy.
It's not about Corey. God damn.
Sasha, everybody that's in that was in the wreck-it. Oh, sorry, Nicole. I didn't mean to invite you. Everybody that was in the wreck-it, I definitely, like in our main group, definitely knew my opinion on him. I told every one of them that I still firmly believe what happened to Chaz happened to Chaz. And I've always said her story has never changed. When went live, when Chaz went live the first night about it, or it might have been the only night she went live about it, because she got banned that night. She was drunk, and her story never changed. We have quite a few other friends that talk to Chaz. They even said her story has never changed.
So Sharkbait, I live in Maryland. He is over the road trucker. This happened in Kentucky. Shortly after I came out about this, I was in a wreck. I almost died. I have spent the last year healing. I'm still not healed. I just found out today I have to have surgery on my shoulder. So Tommy has been the least of my concerns. I haven't had the money or the energy to drive to Kentucky to file charges against somebody that they wouldn't have even been able to serve papers with because he doesn't have an address. So my concern was getting me and my family back on our feet after my wreck.
I don't even know these people are requesting a box, but they don't get a box. Damn. Oh, it's been crazy anyways, Meg. Before she even come this live, shit's been getting crazy. You got this crazy psychotic woman making 30 videos. Like she's making her good friend Sassy look like an idiot, making videos with fucking comments from 4 and 5, 6 days ago. Come on now. When I told y'all that woman was crazy, and everybody said, "Oh, you wrong for telling her she's crazy." That fucking woman's crazy.
Honestly, when I first came out about this, I did care if people believed me. I'm to the point now, I don't care if you guys believe me. I know what happened. He knows what happened.
Let's see.
And I can promise you I never told anybody that I was ecstatic. I definitely didn't call the group chat. There is one person, which is Nick, not Nick, who liked hanging around with Tommy because Tommy is always in lives with a lot of women. So when this all came out, Nick took Tommy's came up with some story that supposedly had told him, but it never used the fact that I was ecstatic it happened. I have the messages with Nick where I told Nick that I was very confused by what happened. And he had been telling me for months to stay away from Tommy because Tommy was a piece of shit.
Wasn't he in love with you too?
Yeah. When he was upset when he came to visit me because I was on the phone with Tommy instead of spending time with him. He actually packed his shit up and was about to leave drunk because he was mad I was on the phone with Tommy.
Everybody type the string and report me.
Made me convince him not to drive away. Yeah, there's a lot with Nick, because I would complain to him about things that were going on with me and Tommy. And when I would say, I just want him to do this, or I just want him to say that, prior to meeting him and the assault happening, when I was telling Nick these things, this is what I want, the very next day, Nick would start doing those things. And Nick told multiple people on this app that he had a crush on me.
Oh, that's what he wanted her to do, right?
Oh,
He sent her a message. He sent her a message, wanting her to come on and tell the internet that she lied.
He also wanted me to tell people that somebody convinced me to say this about him, which is so far from the truth, because I did not even talk about this to my friends because I was internally conflicted by what happened. Because I guess the logical part of me was there somewhere saying this is not right, but the person that was blinded by him was trying to make it right.
Can y'all in the chat hear us all right? Because they're reporting the shit out of me.
And I honestly don't even care if this is being recorded or something, but this is about the only proof that I have as to not wanting a sexual thing with him. At least at that time, yes, I was talking to him. Yes, I had feelings for him. Yes, I thought we were headed in a relationship direction, but he has a sexually transmitted disease. I was not willing to take the chance of catching that without knowing that that's the person I was going to spend the rest of my life with. So no, just being friends, I 100% was not willing to have sex with him, was not happy that it happened. And that was another reason that I was very confused, because I'm like, he wouldn't have done this if he wasn't thinking that we were going to be in a relationship, because why would you willingly give somebody an STD that you I know people don't give a shit, but the way he perceived himself or put himself out there, he wouldn't have been that type of person. So it was very, very, very confusing.
Damn. I didn't think you was going to say that part.
I wasn't going to, but I mean, that's honestly the only proof that I have that I did not want this. There's no messages stating I don't want this, as well as no messages stating I did want it. So, because he likes to claim that I was begging him for it, that he knew I wanted it, that I've stated I wanted it. There's no messages ever, no conversations ever stating that I did in fact want it. But the downside of that is there's none stating I didn't.
To the person that just texted me, yes to your question. Well, to two people, yes to y'all's question. I think
I
you know
appreciate that.
You know Benny Rooster, don't you? Don't you know
Yeah.
him? Okay, I thought you
Yeah.
did.
Oh, I see him now. He might not remember me because I haven't been on here in a long time, but I think we're friends. I'm not sure.
She knows I know. But I'm gonna send you a message real quick, Chaz. Just it should come across your screen. Just tell me yes or no. Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it. I mean, I guess I just don't see how that's relevant.
Oh well, never mind then.
I mean, yeah, I
Well,
just don't see.
it goes back to the other friends that you could have, or the manipulation that was there, and what you thought was he made you think was going to happen.
Well, I mean, he didn't necessarily. The whole meeting him, like all the months that we'd been talking, he kept saying like he was interested also, but he wouldn't be in a relationship with anybody until we met. So I went to meet him, and I wasn't planning on having sex with him when I went to meet him. I was just planning on meeting him, hanging out, getting to know each other in person and not through the app. And that choice was taken away from me. So, and I actually should still have messages too where I'm telling him that I don't want to be with him. I did still value our friendship because therefore a while when I was going through something else, he was one of the only people that was there for me. So that friendship was very valuable to me. But when I started realizing that's what he does, that's what I mean when I say he takes your information from your past traumas and uses it against you. He was there for me because he wanted me to trust him. He wanted me to be vulnerable with him. He wanted to be able to use that to manipulate me, to get in my head and be like, this person would never do this to me. He actually cares. He only cares about one thing, and that's. And I watched other women. I can't speak as to whether or not he did the same things, but I noticed patterns. I saw women follow him around from lives to lives, and then slowly he would ignore them in the chats, and they would eventually disappear. And like I said, he told me he didn't want me. I wasn't even allowed to tell my close friends privately that we were talking because he didn't want them to ruin what we had, is what he kept saying. And in reality, he was talking to multiple people in multiple different states. So that way, when he got close to their states, he could meet up with them and possibly do what he did to me. Oh, thank you, Banny.
She done this before, Benny, but she got called a liar and got reported like crazy. Got took down. Said she was a liar because she was drunk and all this shit.
the biggest the biggest thing has been, since I came out about it, the biggest thing has been that I'm making it up because he didn't want to be with me. And if I have to, I will look through my old screenshots and everything because I'm sure somewhere I've got a message to him telling him that I don't even want to be with him. Um, but and for anybody who wasn't here when I already said this, the only reason that I started recording his messages, because I'm one of those people that I don't believe in recording your friends' private conversations. But there was a couple months after this happened where I would try to have a conversation with him, and then the next day it would be, I didn't say that. You're crazy. That didn't happen. That's not what I said. You took it the wrong way, blah, blah, blah. So I started recording them so I could go back to him and be like, this is what you said. And I ended up never doing that, but at least I had those for my own peace of mind to know that I wasn't crazy, because he tried for a long time to convince me that I was crazy and that what he said didn't happen, what he did didn't happen. So I did start recording him. And that's the only reason that I have recordings. And like I said, there's the one from the very next day that I was very confused, and I'm like, can we talk about this? And he's like, talk about what? And I said, I didn't come meet you for sex. And he got pissed. It's a voice clip where he is degrading me because he's trying to sleep and he doesn't have time to talk about this right now. And he made me feel like shit for wanting to discuss that I was confused by what happened.
Whiskey. I have always voiced my opinion about him. Listen, some of them women that I sit with were a friend of him. Shut up, Sassy. Some of them people, here, I'll silence you, Sassy. Hold on. Watch this. I'll do it this time. Boom. And block. I made it very clear that I did not like him, nor did I trust him. I would not even let him in my boxes. Other people would let him in. He would request. I would overlook it. I didn't fuck with him. Corey has always said he didn't trust Box Lizard. There you have it.
He even said that before I came out.
Corey warned me from day one.
And if people pay attention, anytime there is a live that involves a DV survivor or an SA survivor or anything like that, Tommy weasels his way right in. And he's like, you can message me. And next thing you know, that female is constantly with Tommy. They're always with Tommy, because that's how Tommy gets people's trust, is pretending to be an advocate for them. I personally have never seen him help anybody, which when I questioned that, he told me he helps people in private for their safety. But as close as me and him were, I assumed that I would be aware of at least one person that he helped. But no, I just always saw him getting more information. Exactly.
Is my live fucking up for any of y'all in the chat?
And that's why he befriended a lot of you bigger creators, Banny, that do help with DV and SA. He wanted to have a bigger group of people to target.
I'll bring this person up. I don't know who the other person is.
Listen, I just wanted to come up and say, Chaz, honestly, I'm proud of you, because even though when it comes to certain things like this, I know from experience myself how hard it is to come on an app and talk about it and tell your truth. But one thing that you're doing right now is literally every other victim, and I'm going to say victim right now because, some of them, they don't like to speak. Right now, what you're showing all these other people that have been in the same predicament as you with the same person, all it's doing them is showing them that it is okay to speak your truth. It's showing them that it's okay to come out and tell the truth and be okay with facing the person that did things to you. This isn't the first rodeo that I've seen when it comes to old Box Lizard, okay? It came to okay? It came to the point to where he has a lot of shit that people probably wouldn't know about, okay? To the point to where Box Lizard had nothing to say and left the whole live. Immediately after that, he's adding me on Snapchat wanting to have a private conversation. Not happening. Yeah. Because here's the thing. I will not sit up here and have a private conversation with somebody who's been accused of that stuff. Not only accused, but I've seen proof myself, okay? Not gonna go into detail about that. Just know I've seen the proof. It's not okay to sit up here and be around and gaslight and talk about things and be supportive of things when you're one of the main problems. So Chaz, for you to come up here and speak your truth and have a voice, you're literally helping everybody else who has been involved or who has had the same thing happen, whether it's been by Box Lizard, whether it's been by other people. You're showing them that it is okay to have a voice and it is okay to not be scared to speak up. Your truth is someone else's survival guide, and it's going to end up helping. So never stop speaking your truth. Never. No matter what. Because I can tell you right now, coming from experience, I don't have proof that it happened to me. I don't care to show proof that it happened to me. Because me, myself, I know what happened to me. And if I know what happened to me, not a damn person is going to tell me what didn't. And it happened to me by my own family.
Wow, I'm sorry about that.
You know, it's tough. You do have that trauma. The trauma bonds do exist. But that's also a process of healing. And once you're healed and you're okay with yourself and you're in love with yourself again, because yes, that does take a toll on a female or male if it happens to them. It's a process. It's definitely a struggle, especially for something like that. It's very traumatic. But to just speak about it and come up and have a voice, you're strong as hell, and I'm proud as hell for you, honestly. And you have my support 100%.
Thank you. I also want to say that the night of my live, I was asked to send somebody all of my recordings, and I did attempt to do that. It would have taken, or actually there were several of them that I wouldn't have been able to send in a text message or like Facebook message or something because the file was too large. So I attempted to upload all of them to Dropbox. Corey, Hippie, several people know my internet is shit where I live. And then the wreck happened. But one of the reasons that I stopped trying to upload them is because in order to get them, I had to listen to them. And after about a week of listening to these recordings nonstop, I reached out to another friend who was also associated with the person who had asked for the recordings. And I was bawling. And I'm like, I don't know what to do because I can't listen to these recordings anymore. And he said, don't worry about the recordings. Don't worry about this person. Just worry about getting yourself better. Shortly after that, I was in the wreck, had more important things to worry about. And I deleted the app and honestly have not forgotten, but just like put the whole situation aside until I started getting messages from him again. You can go ahead, Banny.
No, I'm moving at a rapid pace. You already know where I stand in it, and you already know what I know on other stuff.
Yes.
This isn't just one, and I was put on hold for legal reasons, and still am. There's a reason why I haven't spoken. But believe me, I have all the receipts I need. I don't need anybody, not saying anything for y'all. I have all the receipts I need. Random wasn't bullshit. Sometimes you don't go out there and just speak on things with these situations due to the fact that there are legal stuff that will be messed with if you do that. When you've been doing it long as we have, you know how to handle things properly and when to sit back and wait. Look, I cut the dude off a long time ago before it all happened. Or when it was all before it all was going down, because I didn't trust the dude. You tried to come up in my box and steal, and I wouldn't let you back in my box. I don't like the comments and stuff you make. I don't like some of the nastiness that you go with on stuff like that, because that's not everybody's cup of tea.
Right.
And when you're that way, how am I not going to think about other things like when people start coming forward? Well, you have that mindset and mentality. What's going to stop it? You know what I mean? But for anybody that
Right.
says, well, it's just hearsay, no, it's somebody speaking their story, period. And just because you don't have receipts doesn't mean they aren't out there, period.
Right. Well, and that was another argument that he and I would get into, I guess before and after it happened, was when he not stopped talking to me on the phone, but stopped talking to me the way that we had been talking. He would tell me, if you want to talk to me, come into a live. Well, I would go into the live and they would be nasty lives. And he was thinking that I was jealous and didn't want to be in the lives, but I'm like, those aren't my types of lives. And he would even try to turn my lives in that direction. And I would end up ending the live and tell him, that's not how I run my lives. I don't want a bunch of sexual games or sexual talk or the ooh daddy bullshit. Like, just sit here and hang out and talk. And every live I would go to, that's all that was happening. And I'm like, I don't want to go talk to you in a live. And it was just, oh, you're jealous. No, I'm not jealous. That's just not my thing.
No, I agree 100%. Miranda got a hold of me sent this to me because she knows, well, obviously we know what we know and stuff. But y'all need anything, y'all know how to get a hold of me. I'm not hard to find. I just don't, I've been focusing on other stuff, but I'm still around. I promise that. But like I said, y'all need anything, y'all reach out.
I appreciate that.
He's a piece of shit. I'll say it. I'll say it from the top of the mountain with a microphone. I'll look him straight in the fucking eyes, 10 toes down. I don't give a shit. I'm him. He don't want that smoke, and he knows better. So he might want to be careful with what he goes around, and he can try to report whatever, do whatever you want to do, my guy. But you ain't going to stop the truth. When it starts rolling, it's coming. And when that black train comes for you, remember, it's coming, and it's going to run you the fuck over.
One thing I'll say too, and I live by this wholeheartedly. What's done in the dark always comes to light. You can hide a lie. You can never hide the truth. Period.
Yes,
Exactly.
that's what I always say. You can expose a lie, but you can never expose the truth.
Well, I don't know if you was watching their them really silly crazy girls live or not. But remember what Chaz said a while ago. He definitely said, you're not getting a box, AP. He definitely said, or she'd said that where the hell did Randy go? I was asking her a question. He told them in that live, if you want to, Maymay's been unblocked. That was an accident. I don't know where she went. But anyways, he said in a live, if any of y'all have been affected by Corey, just reach out to me or one of these silly girls. Chad just said a while ago that he told DV and SA victims, if you want to reach out to me or one of these, or on private or whatever she said. That's what I try to tell y'all.
Yeah, he would go into lives where somebody was telling their story and be like, oh, you can reach out to me.
Oh, they're saying
Which is fine if you're actually helping the people.
Sassing him, saying I manipulated a vulnerable woman into making her think I was going to be with her and all this because it was one of their friends, when I clearly let this crazy ass woman know that I didn't want to be in a relationship with her. She's made like 30 videos. Even went as far as had her minor child send me a snap request just to cuss me out. Hold on, y'all. All right, I'm back. So yeah, that was their beautiful narrative. But I told everybody to sit back and watch, and it all play out, and it's been playing out the way I said it would.
I honestly, so my wreck was on October 7th of last year. And like I was telling them at the beginning of this live, for anybody who wasn't here, I was literally sitting in a hospital bed with a chest tube, multiple broken bones, and I get sent a clip of a live where him and several of his friends are talking about my appearance and my weight, saying that I'm harassing them. They were talking to me in their live, and I wasn't there. They were putting this person down as me, whoever this person was, and I had too much other stuff going on. That's the day that I deleted the app. I reached out to several of my friends, and I'm like, I'm getting rid of TikTok. I'm getting rid of Snapchat. Here's my Facebook, which a lot of you guys know that I never gave out my Facebook at all, except for a couple people. So I offered that to all of my close friends, and that's where I've been for the last year. I recently, in the last 2 months, re-downloaded the app, but I very rarely get on it. And I don't know, a little over a week ago, I get on and see the message that he sent me on September 20th. And then 2 days ago sent me another message claiming that somebody is making me lie about him. So that's why I haven't been on here pursuing this issue, because my health and me getting me and my family back on our feet because of losing income from not being able to work and all of that has been way more important than continuing to stress to people who weren't believing me. Like there were some that were believing me, but the majority was harassing me and not believing me. And I'm like, I don't have the energy for this. So I just left.
To answer your question, they say everybody does it. Like, they'll jump on a bandwagon with somebody on what they're saying if it involves a person that they don't like at the time. Well, they just done it with me. You got old Yuck Mouth Grow over there trying to host her goofy ass lives about me. I just sit back and laugh at them.
Thank you, but gifts aren't needed. I appreciate it, but I'm good. Unless I am wrong, and this is not an attack, but May, I'm not sure if you're the same May that was in my live that night, but you were one of the ones who was not believing me, if you are the same May. So I guess I'm not glad that something else has happened, because that's what I was trying to avoid. But obviously something else has happened to make you now believe me.
It's up to Chaz if she wants you in a box, because you absolutely told her she was a liar in that live.
Now she can come up.
I don't fuck with her, so it's up to you.
Like as far as I can remember, she wasn't being super disrespectful about it like others were, because there were several that were being downright disrespectful about not believing me. Others were just not believing me. I know that Red Phoenix, that was her name. I don't know what her name is now, but she was one of the ones that I was like, listen, I'm not going to block you because I do respect you. And if you don't believe me, that's fine.
Chaz, I will personally give you a public apology for not, I wouldn't say not believing you as much as I would say believing what he gave over. I also, when I heard the other stuff that I know now, and it's not that it's who I heard it from in the long run. Yeah, I know, Manny. But yeah, like for real, I owe you a sincere apology. I've been through something very similar than what you went through. And no one deserves
I was actually telling them all earlier that there were two women that came to me. Of course, their situations did turn. there were two women that came to me stating that he would like this, and I took his side over theirs because I was completely blinded. So I completely understand, no hard feelings, and I appreciate your apology, but it's not necessary.
That's why I wanted up here, because you do deserve a public apology, like not just let me talk to you behind closed door. That shit, like I don't do that shit. So
I appreciate that.
And like I said, that the other that I know about came from someone I've known for years, 3-4 years, and he used to be one of her best friends. And when he called me last fucking, when was it, April or May, I was literally in tears and disgusted with what he had done, disgusted with myself. April, yeah, disgusted with myself, on real levels, you know, and I've made very few mistakes, but this is one that I will own 110%. And I'm sorry, Chaz. So
I'm so
I
glad
appreciate
to hear
that.
you say that. I'm so glad to hear you say that, because he always harped on how you vouched for him. And I'm so glad to hear you say that. Tommy, you're gross. You're gross.
When I learned the truth, and then it got worse, right? So he sat in a box not too long ago and described Grape being a man being out of his mind, right? That definitely sealed the deal for me, right? Like, to me, all of the things that he said that night to me when Chaz was calling him out, it all fucking clicked, right? It all like came together, and you could hear it in the things that he said, how he explained it away. Yeah, I mean, it's just the way he explained it away on Chaz,
That's
right?
what he said about me.
Yeah. And then came live and used that phrase, and I was just like, and I was already calling it out on what he did to this other person. But when he said that, it made me think of you, and I knew that you had been in that accident, right? I knew that you were literally fighting for your life, right? After having gone through that traumatic experience, right? Then you got in the ATV accident and was, fighting for your life.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
And what I'm about to say is minor compared to the essays, but for anybody who doesn't see that his persona on here is 100% made up. Like, that's not who he is. He claims to be accepting of LGBT, disabilities, stuff like that. Well, for anybody who used to come to my lives, I had a lot of LGBT that felt safe in my lives. I had several disabled that felt safe in my lives. He would make fun of them. He would do it in a joking way to where it was hard to tell, but our private messages, our private conversations definitely showed his true character when it came to those two communities. He is not accepting of LGBT. I had a couple friends that were transgender, and he would tell me how disgusting he thought it was. And I don't care if you agree with it or not, but if that person is a decent person, there's no reason that you can't just accept them for who they are. I will accept anybody who's not an asshole. And then the disability, I had several that may not have like major disabilities, but there were a lot that definitely had some form of a disability. And he would make fun of the dumb people in my lives or the goofy people in my lives. And like I said, he would do this in a way to where you didn't realize that it was how he really felt. And like I said, I was completely blinded by him. I was like, he couldn't have meant that because that's not who he is, because he completely convinced me that he was somebody he's not. Yes, I guess that's SAP. I don't know all the goofy letters in your name. The answer is yes.
Yeah, that's AP.
And I think I saw somebody say that he's defensive of LGBT. On here, in the public eye, he is. But behind closed doors, he's not. He does not agree with it. He puts it down. There was one of my transgender friends that he was trying to get me to not be friends with, kept trying to convince me that she was not a good person, when in reality it was just the fact that he didn't approve of the fact that she was male to female. Thank you again for the roses. Gifts are not necessary. I appreciate it, but I don't need them.
All right, man. If you're done talking to Chaz, I'm gonna drop you out. You know we don't vibe.
Oh, independently, yes.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm good. Like I said, she just deserved a public apology, and it's good that you're doing this. I mean, you and I, yeah, we don't vibe, but I got you on this one. So
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I got you on this one. And I do have the recording of when Matt had Chaz and Lizard in a box together. I have that on Telegram if you would like it.
Okay.
So.
Well, if you don't have it, Chaz, you can send it to me and I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have it, but yeah, if you can get it and send it to me, that's good, because I don't have the recordings from the live, but I know that his story that he told today was not what he said that night, and my story has not changed.
Well, you're not getting her Snapchat, AP.
I don't even have Snapchat anymore. Like I said, I deleted both. I just re-downloaded this in the last 2 months. I never was a big fan of Snapchat, so I don't see myself re-downloading it.
Matter of fact, don't even send her a friends request, AP.
Okay. I'm confused. What's wrong with AP?
He tries to get in everybody's shit. I just let him sit here and listen.
No, you don't need anything. Anybody using my story for like clout or anything, I will put a stop to that. Like, that's not why I'm on here. Not on here for followers. I appreciate everybody who's followed me, and I will follow people back after I do what I used to do and check you out first and all of that. But no, I'm not doing it for followers or anything like that. I just, like I said, I reached out to Corey because Tommy has begun harassing me again. I was completely unaware that that Corey was having issues with Tommy. So Corey did not recruit me. I don't give a shit about getting more followers or clout or anything like that. That's not what this is about. I am perfectly happy with just scrolling through TikTok like I used to.
And I want to also thank you for coming on here and saying that, because to know how close I was to being even slightly interested in somebody like that, I needed to know that.
I know.
And for all you, of you more worried about Corey than who you sit with, vile, disgusting. I sat back and listened to all this, and y'all are that is, I can't even.
I just told Corey the other day that when I saw his videos that he's posted recently, I was absolutely disgusted. And I have no idea what I ever saw in him, which also confirms the fact that it was a lot of talking, which he told me in the very beginning that looks aren't going to impress me. Money's not going to impress me. It's going to be the way that he talks to me that impresses me. I thought he was just speaking in general. I did not realize that he was telling me exactly what he was going to do, and I let him do it.
Well, we know you wasn't impressed by his height.
No.
That was one reason
No, that
why
kind of threw me off.
Don't ever work. You don't come up to my breastbone and think you're going to, nope.
Listen, Chaz, you have to go watch my video I put on him. He thinks I made that video saying he drives a UPS truck. It had nothing to do with what he drove. It was about his height.
Well, and that was another thing. Like, I'm not superficial, but I've never dated a short guy. And that was another reason that I was okay with meeting him in person prior to a relationship or anything like that. And I was kind of taken back when I saw how short he was. And I kept convincing myself, I can get used to the height difference because I care about this person. He cares about me. And no, it was all him using my information to manipulate me.
Hello. Hey, Chaz.
Hey, how are you, hippie?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for sharing your story.
Just got people requesting. I don't know who y'all are. So.
Did I request?
Yeah, you requested. I know who you are.
I dropped the phone.
Jesus Christ. This woman, I swear.
I have been freezing. I am literally sweating right now.
Hippie ain't changed a damn bit, let me tell you right now.
I came in a little late, but I'm glad you finally shared your story.
Yeah, after I got his message 2 days ago, I messaged Corey and I was like, I know you still don't have service and internet. I was like, but I'm ready to do this as soon as possible because
I was going to reach out to you, but I was like, I'm going to let Corey do it. You know what I mean?
Like, he's doing the same thing that he did before. His messages are written in a way that he's trying to convince me it didn't happen. He's not, like, it's not just please tell the truth. It's no, you need to admit that you lied publicly. You need to let everybody know that you lied and somebody convinced you to lie. Like, he's telling me
Intimidation.
that it didn't happen.
Nope, he did it.
What's up,
He's been blocked ever since all that's happened. I've been trying to warn people, but nobody believed me. So.
Right.
Listen, I've said it numerous times. I told him I didn't trust that dude. I didn't like him. Lisa, do you know you're up here?
Nope.
Jesus Christ. I think she's been in the stash.
I didn't know I dropped the phone. Next thing I know, I'm in the box. Like, you bring me up?
Yeah, you requested, so I was like, shit, I'm gonna let Hippie up. Fuck it. I've been telling him.
But yeah, when I made the decision to not worry about the screen recordings anymore, I literally was on the phone with, I don't know if you remember my friend Eric, but I was on the phone with him for like 2 hours that night bawling. And I was like, I don't want this other person to think that I lied about it because I haven't sent the screen recordings yet. I was like, but I cannot listen to another one. Like, every time I try to send them, I have to listen to them, and I can't do it anymore. I still have them, but I might be able to try to send them again, but I don't think that person I was going to send them to needs them.
Right. Whatever you have, you can send over to Corey, and he'll play them. When he gets weak.
No, I know Corey has definitely heard of the majority of them. But I never actually sent them. Like, I would play them for him while I was on the phone with him or something. The one where he told me I was stupid for putting up with it, this was like This was a phone conversation that I had recorded, and it went on for 10, 15 minutes of him just degrading me. And the whole reason for the degrading me was because I had asked him if he could call me so we could talk. That was it.
And I still had no clue he had done this that night. Because I think you played all those before you ever even come out with did that live that night.
No, I didn't tell any of you guys what had happened because I knew all of you guys were going to tell me to stay away from him. And like I said, I was extremely confused because part of me knew that what happened was wrong, but I wasn't associating it with being what it was. I still had myself convinced that he wouldn't do something like that to me. He's a nice guy. He advocates for people like this. That's not what happened.
I didn't know he was 3 foot tall though.
Like 3'1".
God dang, hell no. My guys have to be taller.
Britt, I just want to say I haven't seen your comments. I've been talking and not acknowledging, but I have seen your comments, and I'm sorry that it happened to you.
Just imagine how many more people it's happened to that's off of TikTok and him driving a truck.
Right, and that was my whole reason for coming forward when I did, was because even though in my brain I wasn't associating it with SA, I finally at that point had recognized the manipulation, and I knew that he was possibly doing this everywhere he stopped, and I wanted to bring attention to that. And like you and Corey both know, I completely cut Mama Bear out of my life because she told me that he had done the manipulation to her. I don't think they ever met in person. And she had also told me about a friend of hers that I did end up meeting and talking to, who left the app for a year or two because of him manipulating her. And I took his side over it because I believed him when he told me that Mama Bear was just jealous because she thought she was going to be with him. And when we started getting closer, she tried to ruin it. That was always his big thing, was people are trying to ruin what we have.
Well, Diesel's still on the app. I can go over there and ask him if Mama Bear still comes in that live.
I mean, you can try, but she was. I even tried to reach out to her, and she wouldn't acknowledge me, which I can't blame her for, because I should have listened more open mindedly. But yeah, I can't blame her if she doesn't want to talk to me.
Well, I'll find out. I'll message Diesel and see if she still comes in or has he seen her or anything, and I'll see what I can get.
I don't fuck with that dude either.
No, but you need more people to come forward too.
I don't think he ever went and seen her.
No, if, from what she told me, they never met in person, but he had used her DV story to get closer to her, to make her trust him, and indicated that they were working towards a relationship, but nobody was allowed to know about it. And then she followed him to my live one night, and then I started telling her, like, me and him are getting closer, we're talking. He got pissed off at me for telling her that we were talking off the app, and that was when he told me, you can't tell anybody because they'll ruin what we have. And on a live, it was on Diesel's live, that she told me that he had done this to her and to somebody else. And at that point, they still didn't know about the SA with me. They just knew that my mental health was declining extremely fast. You could tell by my videos. You could tell by the way I was in lives. I was not the same person that I was prior to this happening. And she was trying to help me. And I flat out told her I didn't believe her.
Well, I had to ask somebody that was in that snap call, because I brought her name up, and I think he made it sound like they still talk. He's like, I could call her right now. I think he made it sound like they still talk.
See, I don't know, because I know that he blocked her on Facebook and Snapchat and TikTok the night that I told him that she had told me all this stuff. Like, I think he sent me screenshots, or maybe he just showed them to me in the Snap call. I'm not positive. But this was all probably at least 2 months before I came out about what happened to me.
And again, because I know y'all sitting in a fucking Snap call streaming, because I've seen people that's come in here streaming this shit in those little Snap calls. Don't get it twisted. This ain't me deflecting on y'all's bullshit lies. I'll get back to that. This is Chaz. Said she was ready to come and talk, so here we are. And it just happened to be today.
Now, like I've said multiple times in this live, I was completely unaware that Corey was even having issues with a female or with Tommy prior to me reaching out to Corey, being like, hey, this original Forrest Gump account is harassing me, and it's Tommy. And I didn't even reach out to Corey for help. Corey is one of the friends that I took to Facebook with me when I left. And I reached out to him because he's my friend, not because, oh, I want to be involved in drama. This is the last thing I wanted to be doing today.
Is anybody commenting in the chat? Because I think my shit's fucking up on me.
It's not moving.
Last thing I see is hippies.
Yeah, that's all I see. You're welcome.
Oh, God. Toxic T still can't spell. Oh, I've been live 2 hours and 2 minutes, and Toxic T still can't spell my name right.
Oakland Falls. Oakland where? Do I know you? Because we have a waterfall that looks just like that where I live. Oh, okay. Yeah, I live in a town called Oakland, and we have a waterfall maybe 10 minutes from my house that looks identical to that.
You don't live in a town, you live in a camp.
Don't forget.
Yeah.
And Liz don't live in no damn little population no more. She's gone to a different state.
No, it was a village Chaz lived in and a camp she lived in.
Well, she ain't
Yes,
in the camp
that's
no
correct.
more. They out of that state now.
You know, her name was brought up too, hippie. Her name was brought up when they had that live a few weeks ago.
Oh. Well, what the fuck is wrong with my phone? Oh, yeah?
Yep. No, they even know who the fuck it is. They try to bring up old shit. But no time.
Well, another thing that I just thought about, because I hadn't been public about any of my past DV or SA or anything like that. The reason that Tommy befriended me in the first place was because of the drama with Unbreakable. And he used mine and hers drama for views and clout. But it was under the persona that he was helping me. But really, he took all of the information that I would give him and post it.
What's up, Jay? Listen, I didn't even talk about none of that.
Well, I was just thinking, like,
Oh, I know.
my comment.
I didn't even have to bring that up because
I was just thinking because my comment about him befriending DV and SA survivors, that doesn't really fit with me because I had never been public about my past traumas. But the reason he befriended me, because he got a shitload of followers because of mine and hers drama.
Mm-hmm. And I remember him saying that she was jealous of y'all two because she wanted to be with him.
Yeah, he did say that.
And even when me and her were friends, she never wanted to be with his ass.
You never know what that girl want to be with.
She never wanted to be with him. I don't even like her.
No, she would flirt with him to get under my skin, but that was the only thing I ever noticed.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's always going at it hard.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he came to me as a friend to help me with being bullied, but in reality, it was just to get more followers and views because he was already in the creator fund and he was making money off of mine and hers drama.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now that I can sit down. Sorry, I was cooking.
Hey, Blender.
That was loud.
Everybody just remember out there when they're
I'm
going,
proud of you.
this is Sassy and Them's voice of reason.
And again, for anybody who wasn't here an hour ago when I said it, I've been friends with Corey since late spring, early summer of 2022. And he and I have joked about being married, being divorced. We have never joked sexually or inappropriately. And all of our jokes were public, just to make people laugh. Like anytime we've ever talked privately, it has been friend to friend. He has never hit on me. He has never asked me for money. Even when he was struggling financially, he didn't ask me. When you were struggling financially, you were, or I was doing the rankings then, wasn't I? And
Correct.
he didn't ask me to help him. He didn't, nothing. Like anytime he and I have ever talked, it has been friend to friend. He has been there for me. He has listened to me vent. We've talked about the weather. Absolutely nothing. Like nothing has ever been inappropriate. Even during the time where he and I were not friends because of drama, nothing was ever to where I felt uncomfortable with him.
Why would you want to know that, Colby? That's your boy.
Same with Corey. I'm with Chaz on Corey. He's never once said anything.
You can't ask questions like that because some people don't want to come forward. So if she was to tell you that, you'll be outing people that maybe don't want to come forward.
Right. Some people
It's a very
don't.
insensitive question.
I mean, me and Colby were supposed to have been boys, and he jumped on the bandwagon with Sassy and them.
Plus, the one name, there's multiple people with that same name on here. We already discussed that. Like, unless I actually had her account in front of me, I wouldn't be able to tell you who it is anyway. And the other one, I would have to go back through messages and look up what her username was because I only met her once. I honestly can't tell you what it was.
I wouldn't give out their names, period.
No, I'm not going to. But even if I wanted to, like I said, the one wouldn't do any good. I could say it, and there's like a billion of them on the top.
Well, I think that person was. I think they did a lot with their name.
Oh Lord.
Oh my.
Yeah,
We're on this again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You need to worry about your boy you sit with, not the one that left y'all.
No, absolutely. You absolutely did jump on the bandwagon.
Let me meet.
I had so much respect for all of y'all. Now I just feel dumb.
I don't know why you come in on another account and requested a box. Okay, we're gonna pretend that one's banned too. So this is Chaz's moment. Go over and give Tommy a shoulder to lean on.
Why is it a joke? I don't find anything funny about anything.
See, this is what I try to tell everybody. Everything is a joke if it don't involve their direct circle.
Y'all should be like doing somebody that y'all are sitting with, just like y'all are doing Corey, but worse. And I'm baffled.
Listen, they're not affecting me. I'm over here laughing.
I understand.
Told them it was going
But the effort that they are putting into you, they need to be putting into someone else. It just don't make no damn sense to me.
You got this fucking psychotic woman over here dropping a video every day on fucking comments that I made 4, 5, 6, 7 days ago. I'd be embarrassed if I was them.
Neely, probably not a good life for you to be in, baby.
But anyways, Chaz, anytime you need a oh, okay. Well, this is the thing, Colby. It's been what, 2 weeks now? 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and all y'all showed was messages from Southern that I've already showed everybody. 2 weeks, right? You think people are stupid?
There's not Wreck-It anymore. There's no more Wreck-It.
I'm not talking about the proof on you. Okay.
Oh, wait. My proof about Lizard?
They won't stop, baby. They won't.
I mean, there's honestly not proof of him doing what he did.
He said no. He said no. Don't say no.
Okay.
He said no. Well, you're going to have to go figure that out on your own.
I have to go figure out the other girls. We're not pinpointing them out. If they want to come up, they're more than welcome.
No, we don't do the work for you.
You can't believe one. What makes you think you're going to believe the other one? Duh. I mean, come on now. It's common sense.
I want the other girls as well. It's a weird way to put it.
That damn woman had the same thing on she had on yesterday. Oh, sorry. I'm at I'm at this park and this woman.
Where you with?
She had the same clothes on she had on yesterday.
Exactly, Oakland. Like, if he doesn't believe me, why force somebody else to get up here so that person can be harassed and not believed? And, like, I have had some of the most ignorant shit said to me about my appearance, about my weight, about my past, because they didn't believe my story. So, no, I don't want that to happen to the other women.
You want to
Well,
see more?
this is
I
this is
don't.
it right here, Chaz. Because they're friends with Tommy. And he come up here and say that I wanted you as my lap dog when he first come in alive. They're gonna believe him because you're friends with me. So anybody that's friends with me right now, as of 2 weeks now, anybody that's friends with me, they're not to be trusted.
But wait. Whenever they even get whenever they get just a slight idea that somebody has done something wrong, they pounce on them. But now they want all this proof.
You're not gonna come in here and disrespect my friend, so you can fuck all the way off, Kobe. See you later.
Oh, I can block them?
I'm a mutt.
I done did it.
I'm a
Okay.
mutt.
Because I had them muted anyway.
Baby, don't do that.
And this is their voice of reason right here. You got fucking Tommy is their voice of reason. And you got Colby, who was bragging about having a girl's debit card information and using all these women for money. This is their voice of reason.
Well, and that's what I said. Like,
Jay.
it was bad enough that these people
Jay.
didn't believe me. Like, that alone is bad enough. But just say you don't believe me and move on. I had people, like, he put it out there, oh, your cottage cheese leg. So I had people commenting about that, laughing about my weight, which I'm actually not that big. I have a belly. I've had 3 kids. So, but he and his friends did everything that they could to put down my appearance because they didn't believe me. Instead of just simply saying, I don't believe you.
You ain't never been big.
That's cute.
No, but I have a belly, so that got put down. My pop got put down. Like, anything they could do to attack me was done because they didn't believe me. When I didn't believe the other 2 girls, I just simply didn't believe them. I didn't put down their appearance or anything else because that's irrelevant.
Jane,
Thank you, Becca.
absolutely, Jane. The fact that they went hard for you over messages, but once isn't enough for SA blows my mind. Absolutely.
And me putting my opinion in because I am an SA victim. Stupid. I'm a mutt.
Listen,
I'm a mutt.
I've been saying it for a week now, or what? 2 weeks now. Just listen to what they say. Everything all plays out. Just listen to what they say. Hey, Maddie.
Nobody asked my opinion. You're a nut. It's the best you got.
Oh, man.
You better stop.
Anyways, how's my dog doing, Chaz?
Oh, she's laying here staring at me. It's the other one who's being mouthy because a dog down the road's barking. She's doing good, but she doesn't like me bringing puppies home with me.
Yeah, you got a lot of puppies you done got now.
Well, no, I still only have the ones that, but the one I fostered for weeks. And the other one, I brought him home last weekend because he was scared of the storm, and I couldn't leave him there. I felt so bad for him.
You still talk to that dude you got that dog from?
Yeah. Yeah, he actually had shared me his live right before I got your text. But your text was coming through as I walked through my front door, which is what took me a minute. And then it said I had to update my app, even though I've been on the app all morning before my doctor's appointment.
I can't watch that dude's live. That dude's, I get anxiety.
He's one of the ones that Tommy would put down. And I'm like, there's clearly something wrong. He's not just different. Like,
I don't think it's the amount of cigarettes he smokes.
oh yeah.
He probably smells like an old Marlboro dirty pack.
He smokes.
Oh, by the way, I have quit smoking.
Well, congratulations. I haven't.
Congratulations, Chaz. I know you could do it. I know you could have done it.
Well, the hospital and the nursing home helped a lot with it, but
Where are you now? Coming up on a year.
so I gotta have a CAT scan done on my pelvis because the new ortho doctor that I'm going to does not like the way that the x-rays look. And she just did a CAT scan on my shoulder. My shoulder needed surgery. It's not lined up correctly, so it never even started to heal. So we're going to have to figure out if it needs pins or a plate, and I'll have to have surgery on it. But for the most part, I'm doing good. I just have a lot of pain all the time. Sitting hurts, laying down hurts. If I sleep on my right side, my hip and my pelvis hurt. If I sleep on my left side, my shoulder hurts. My ribs are about the only thing that is better.
Well, that's good. You know, have they gone through court with the guy?
Yeah. The state asked for 6 months and 3 years of probation. Well, the judge ended up giving him 30 days, 5 months home confinement, and 2 years of probation. After he went to jail, he asked the judge if he could do 6 months and have no home confinement, no probation. The judge allowed him to do that, so he ended up doing 4 months after good time. He has nothing holding over his head, absolutely nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy. 4 months, I must
It
kill
pisses
somebody.
me off because okay.
It's crazy.
But no, I had said from the beginning that him going to jail didn't really help me any, but I would have liked for him to at least have lost as much time as I lost. And I've lost way more than 4 months because I just went back to work 2 months ago. And that has been extremely difficult. There are multiple days that I leave there crying and wanting to quit because it's hard. It's like I'm in pain all the time, even with pain medicine. And I take about 35 pills a day with a muscle relaxer, 2 different types of pain medicine, a nerve pain medicine, anti-inflammatories, like all kinds of shit. And I'm still in pain.
No, I ain't got on a damn 4-wheeler or ATV since that happened to you. I have a 4-wheeler, I just ain't got on it.
Yeah. There's people that are like, oh, you'll probably never get on one again. I'm not necessarily scared of the 4-wheeler or the ATV. If he hadn't started acting like an idiot, yeah, because he got pissed off and sped up right at a curve, and he lost control of it in the curve, and we went up on the bank. I went out, and then it rolled over me. It was pretty bad. Like, and to top it off, we were 5 houses away from my house, and my neighbor is actually saved life because this asshole was trying to drag me back to the ATV he was going to bring me home and drop me off. And I had punctured lung. I had multiple broken ribs. My pelvis was broke in 3 places. My hip was broke. My shoulder was broke. My tailbone was broke. My nose was broke. And if he had succeeded in getting me home and dropping me off, my daughter wouldn't have been home for hours, and I would have just been laying here dying.
Who's
What for your neighbor, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my neighbor's the one who got him to stop trying to get me back into the ATV and called the police and the ambulance. They took me to the local hospital by ambulance, and there was a helicopter waiting there to transport me to the hospital that's an hour away. And I woke up on a ventilator. Oh, wow, Jane. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, he was trying to avoid a DUI. So he was willing to let me die to avoid a DUI. And this was somebody that I have been friends with for almost 20 years. So you never really know people.
Jeez, girl. You've been through it.
Thank you. Yeah, so like I said, Tommy was the least of my concerns after all that happened, because I had no clue those first couple days when I was getting sent the clips of lives that he was doing about me. I had no clue when I was going to be released from the hospital, if I was ever going to walk again. Him talking shit about me was the last thing I was concerned with.
I don't blame you.
I actually had to laugh a little at these lives because I don't even know the name of the account that was in their live, but they were going hard on this person, thinking this person was me. And when I got sent the live, I'm like, I'm sitting here with a tube coming out of my chest, high as fuck on painkillers. I wouldn't be able to hold a conversation typing right now if I wanted to.
It's awful. He is gonna get us all booted.
Yeah.
Yeah, AP, you just vouched for him, didn't you? In a big live.
Okay, all you're gonna do is shit and fall backwards in it.
Oh, wait. We're friends, AP. I think we became friends when I was doing the rankings. I didn't realize until I just looked at your name. I know who we would have become friends through, but I didn't realize that was you.
AP.
Well, Chaz, I appreciate you coming up and telling your story. I'm proud of you.
Me too. Me too.
Take my ass back to my house where I have no internet.
All I really got right now is band loud.
I'm gonna go do the stuff I was planning on doing today. We didn't meet 4 years ago because I wasn't on the app 4 years ago.
GG girls and the rapper.
You're welcome. I'll holler at y'all later. Love you, Chaz.
All right, love you, Ricky. It was nice meeting
Bye.
you.
Oh boy.
I was not expecting that.
That's why I told you probably wouldn't have wanted to be in the box.
But
I'm glad you stayed.
listen, you don't.
Listen, I tried to tell you.
He like literally tried to be with me, and I have, and I'm so glad I didn't choose that.
Let me read this message somebody sent. Hold on. So I got a message and said this person was listening to what she was saying, and I guess what she was saying, that a conversation started off the same way with this person.
Oh, wow. Shocker.
But
I really wasn't
them watching from the outside, I don't give a fuck if they believe what I just said or not, because I'm sure this person has told other people. That validates what I just said. Right, Double D's, but I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy because a woman got in her feelings because I wouldn't be with her, and it just so happened was one of Sassy's friends. And then they run with old stories that don't even, the time frames are not even the same. And then thought, and now Queen's the bad person. You're welcome. Queen's the bad person. Sorry, I was telling you, you're welcome. Somebody text me. Queen's the bad person for being friends with me. And what else was said? What else was said, Queen? That I've gotten in your head?
Yeah, that I thought I was the only one. I didn't know I was one to begin with.
She's gonna be the only one come December 12th, everybody.
Stupid.
We're getting married December 12th.
You want to have everybody waiting to see this non-existent wedding?
So, listen, they'll waste their time like they've been wasting our time.
Oh, well, man. Oh, fucking well. I'm going to be friends who I want to be friends with. You can flirt with whoever the fuck you want to flirt with because you're a grown-ass man who pays your own fucking bills. You're single. It's not like you're fucking married. And quit asking weird-ass fucking questions to somebody that just told her fucking story, you fucking weirdo. And if I'm a mutt, rough the fuck rough. Fuck out my face.
That's amazing. See what Maddie just said? You never done anything like this. We've been friends for a minute, too. All they did with their bullshit was ruin a potential relationship for two people. That's all they did. And now they got this person riding hard on their little bandwagon. Jesus Christ, are you a single female Double D's?
I like Corey.
Listen, maybe I should quit saying honey
Not
to
in love
women.
with them, but I like Corey.
You know what? I'm kicking you out of this live. You're blocked. You just crushed my soul.
Whatever.
Whole time I thought you was in love with him.
I would say that then.
Yes, but I ain't married.
Y'all go hang out with Pitt some more. That's what y'all need to do. He just told somebody to. He went in alive.
What did he say? I was on coke.
Alive and told this girl to bounce up and down. Yeah, go over there with that. Good job.
He said I was on coke.
Yeah, he said you were on coke. But I will say, they did say, I don't know about that.
Oh, fuck, Chaz. God damn it. Somebody hurry up mute Chaz before everybody reads that.
Well, I'm getting the fuck out of here. You gotta go home. Crazy if I ain't careful.
Fuck, we already there.
Who was it that said Queen's your ride or die? Was it Double D's?
Yeah. Double D's is a damn trip.
I like her. I used to block her all the time thinking she was somebody else. I'm so sorry.
I think she got questioned and alive.
Oh, I think they questioned everybody because that's what I was told. You know, I miss EPM. I liked her a lot. I liked her a whole lot.
My friend Katie. What? Oh, shit. You had to come in here, didn't you? That's who I cheated on Chaz with on our wedding day.
You won't be cheating on me with nobody because it ain't happening.
Oh, December 12th. You only got me till December the 11th. December 12th. No more.
No. He be bullshitting.
I think she come in, Chaz. You must have messaged her. Y'all coming here to drag me? I'm still going to have my little secret thing with you, Double Days. We just won't tell Queen.
I don't care if you tell me.
Shh. Let's hear that.
Earn away.
What's today, Thursday?
Yeah.
Wednesday.
No.
What's today, Thursday?
What?
Wednesday or Thursday? I'm sure you do. It's Thursday. Okay. Listen, this shit's got me all fucked up, man. I don't even know which day it is. I sit there and my phone goes off with Snapchat. You can't read it. Who you rolling your eyes at? I can't hear you. Are you talking? I'm for real, say something. I can't hear you. Anyways, oh, you are muted. Look, it wasn't showing up for me. Don't be pointing, making me look crazy. Not having internet, my Snapchat goes off. They just steady sending messages, and I can't even. I can click on it, nothing there, and then when I go out roaming the good old streets of South Carolina, boom, they all hit me.
Until the shit. AP. he was on live last night and
Who, AP?
he was not a happy man.
Who, AP?
No. The guy was talking about, and I ain't worried about that motherfucker.
What did he say? That's what he said.
He said, Queen, I'm telling Chev. That's my ex.
I don't give a fuck about that, dude. Chaz, that is my Rottweiler. He was with this here.
I think I got pictures or something. I do. Oh, it's too big. Well, there's cartoon me kissing a Roddy.
You just got to screenshot it.
Screenshot it from where's? Hold on.
Where's my puppy support at quarter? Oh, yeah. That's what's up, Double D's. Is Jelly Roll going to be with him? I'll send you a song, Corey. All right, please do. Record it and send it to me on Snap. Since I don't get my morning drive songs no more.
Look, I got all kinds of them. Where's it at? Well, shit. Got that one, that one. Oh, Corey.
He K your DMs.
Check my DMs.
Nobody, listen, AP, nobody don't care what you got to say. Yeah, he canceled the one that was here, I think, in June or July when he was going to be in Charlotte. He canceled it. She said, is that the mutt? Just kidding. Oh, yeah, Kobe did call her mutt, didn't he?
I don't give a fuck. I've been called worse.
By better people. Kick rocks, Corey.
I wish I looked like that. I mean, I could do my makeup and look like that, but I don't know. I think I could draw the tattoos on. Damn straight that skinny, but hell no. Oh, you want to see the mutt? Hold on, I'll show you the mutt. I'll show you the mutt.
Hurry up, Emily.
There's the mutt.
Oh, fuck.
Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying.
God,
tell me I'm lying.
I gotta hurry up and get done with this shit so I can go back to old Indian.
Indian is gone. Where you been?
Oh, is he?
He is gone.
Damn.
Fuck around and find the fuck out.
I guess I'll have to go over and ask Pitt how much I'm paying for that Coke. I don't even know what the prices on that shit is.
I wish you could get the recording that I got. I could show it to you, but it's going to start a whole bunch of shit.
He's high with his DJ station. They said, is he really gone?
For now. Bear.
Did you come here to stream my live, Bear?
No, don't.
What she did yesterday.
I like Bear. I do.
She's like clank, clank, locked up, gone.
I like Bear.
I don't think he's going to jail.
No, not like that, no.
I think he's just hiding. He's in TikTok witness protection. He'll be sitting over with Colby and I'm next. Sassy.
I don't know about that because because he was over there thanking Boss Hog for letting him into his family.
Oh. It's funny. All right, Chick, I'm gonna hop off here and go check all these messages before I end up losing service.
What did you just call me?
Boo thing.
Okay, Kyrie.
All right, Emily. Oh, she's funny as hell. When you going?